One of the benefits of living out here is that it tends to be quiet. It's very relaxing and has been a nice contrast from what I've grown accustomed to for most of my life. What wasn't relaxing is what we found after leaving the trailer. All right, so far so good, I said, surveying the area. Huh, other than it being night, this place doesn't look any different from before. For now, but that could change soon, Carl told me. If Zippy's here, we can at least try finding her. Unlike the previous times, shaking Zippy's bag of treats and squeaking her toys did produce results. However, they weren't exactly what we were hoping for. From out of the shadows appeared families whose skin were deathly pale under the moonlight. Oh shit, ghosts! I yelled. Get back in the trailer. We were about to when one of them spoke up. Wait, a man said. We're not ghosts, and we don't want to hurt you. Yeah, and why should we trust you? Carl asked him. Well, what choice do you have? Just at least hear us out, okay? Not really seeing any harm in it, we chose to listen to what they had to say. The man explained to us that one day everything was normal. Then there was a bright magenta flash, and they found themselves in this alternate dimension. We don't know what caused it, he said. It just sort of happened. All we know is that we're stuck here. Hey, what year was it when you guys came here? 2019, Carl replied. 2019? Jesus, we've been here for that long? It's hard to keep track of time in here. This place doesn't allow us to age. That means we'll be stuck here forever? I said, feeling sick at that thought. Sorry if this question has an obvious answer, but have any of you tried, leaving the park? Well, of course we have. It won't let us. It's like there's an invisible wall around the park. Some have tried other ways of escaping with no success. Whatever injuries we get, heal. If they're really bad, they take a while, though they always do eventually heal. Due to the shock of this information, Nick had to sit down, and I had to lean on the trailer in order to steady myself. Carl paced nervously back and forth. I've seen him do this before when he's deep in thought about something. If we're going to be stuck here, we might as well see if it was all for nothing, Nick said. Did any of you see a dog come through here? Actually, we did. Was the dog's name Zippy? He wrinkled his brow in concentration, trying to help himself remember, then nodded. Yeah, she's a shy one. We haven't seen her in a while. At least we can take solace in that, Nick said. Now, we just have to contend to the fact that this is where we'll presumably be forever. What is there to do around here anyway? I asked the man. We still got all of our stuff, and we mostly just spend time using it. Nothing different really happens, except for when someone new shows up, or the beast does. The what now? We're not sure if it's an alien or demon or what. It comes around here sometimes and eats one of us, then spits whoever it ate out as a skeleton. Last time it picked me. You seem pretty nonchalant about something so horrifying. The man shrugged. You get used to it, but it always hurts. Can't you hide from it? We try. Sometimes it works, but if it wants you, it will get you. Nothing works to stop it either, not even guns. From the sound of it, we were paddleless up a creek with our hypothetical boat on the verge of capsizing. Carl, having listened to the conversation thus far, spoke up. Hey, is it always night here? He asked. It is. Day never comes around. That might mean that the monster's sensitive to light. Do any of you have any powerful flashlights or anything similar? Not really. Sorry. We do have flashlights, but I don't know if they'll do you much good against it. How big is it? Usually, because of my immaturity, such a question would make me snicker. At that moment, however, I found myself dreading the man's reply to that question. It's tall, kinda thin, but it can do a lot of damage. Someone hand me a flashlight. A girl who, judging by her features, was probably his daughter, gave him one. Using it, he illuminated a nearby trailer. Christ, I said at the sight before us. Massive tears were in the trailer. The metal hung limply as if it were sheets of paper torn and discarded. If that didn't alarm us enough, there were also holes in the drywall. All of this had been made by something with extra sharp claws, as indicated by the hole's shape. Well, we're fucked, I stated flatly. Don't give up yet, Carl told me. There might be something we can do. You mean like fight it? Yeah, then we'll be shredded to ribbons by this thing's claws. Be quiet, the man said sharply. All the residents had the expression of just having heard the cry of a dangerous predator nearby. Everyone, hide. Most hid in their trailers. Others tried to hide underneath them. We chose the latter option and went underneath an occupied trailer with a family inside of it. Shortly later, after we did so, movement could be heard within the park. This thing sounded heavy. A scraping noise accompanied every thunderous step it took. Silence and luck were the keys to survival here. Unfortunately for us, neither would be on our side, as we would soon find out. As it turned out, we weren't the only ones hiding underneath the trailer we picked. Do you guys hear something? Nick whispered. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I can hear growling, I replied. Carl, can we get a little light here? Using a small pocket flashlight, Carl partially illuminated our hiding spot, revealing 4 small furry legs and a dog tag with the name Zippy engraved on it, and 2 triangle-shaped ears. Oh no, he said. She's a chihuahua. Her lips were pulled back in a snarling growl. Please, don't. I tried pleading, knowing full well it would be in vain. Then she began barking.